I'm Mordechai Becher. This is the Gateway's Parsha vlog, and this is the week of Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, which is coming up. We're right in the middle of what's called the 9 days, in which the mourning has intensified. Mourning for the Beit HaMikdash, the two temples that were destroyed, the first one the Babylonians, second one by the Romans, that the site of the temple was plowed over by the Romans and renamed Alia Capitolina, a pagan city. The exile of the Jews, in which we experienced tragedy after tragedy, perpetrated by many different people, whether it was the Crusades in 1096, 5,000 out of the 30,000 Jews in Germany killed during that first crusade, whether it was the 1391, the riots in Spain, thousands of Jews killed, many more thousands forced to convert to Christianity, the horrors of the Inquisition that continued until the expulsion from Spain in 1492, expulsion and forced conversions in Portugal in 1497. I'm skipping out of order here, but the expulsion from England, 1290, various expulsions from France, the burnings of Jewish books in France, and all the way through to the 17th century, the Chmielnicki pogroms, horrific pogroms in Ukraine and Poland, the tragedy of the false messiah of Shabtai Tzvi, the pogroms that took place in Europe, in Russia, in the Pale of Settlement, the oppression by the Tsar, blood libels, and First World War, and the Second World War, the Holocaust, and now the attacks by Arabs and Muslims and the Islamic terrorism, etc. We have had a lot of suffering in our exile, and there is, while it's true, thank God, we now have the state of Israel, we have millions of Jews now living in our own country, independent Jewish country, which is an amazing miracle. And even though it is true that there are many Jews living in democratic countries where we have freedom of religion, where we have security, and which is amazing as well, and we have to give thanks for those situations. But on the other hand, we still have to mourn on Tisha B'Av because we still are under threat, we still have anti-Semitism, we still have Islamic terrorism, we still have Jews very distant from Judaism, we still have assimilation, and of course we have to cry for what happened in past. We also have to try to take steps to ensure that hopefully we will not have that again in future. And one of the ways in which we do that, we are told in the various midrashim that when Jacob called his sons, Jacob called his sons to him, and he said, "Ha'asvu ve'agid lachem es asher yikra eschem ba'achris hayam," and gather together, and I'll tell you what will happen in the end of days. And Rashi and other commentaries say, end of days, excuse me, refers to the times of the Messiah, to the times of the redemption, the Geula Shlema. And he is telling his sons the secret of getting there, which is He'asfu ve'agid lachem. He'asfu means gather together. His kabtzu v'shimu b'nei Yaakov, gather together and listen, sons of Yaakov. And as the Medrash Agada says, his hiram ala machloikes, he warned them against argument. And really he was giving us the key to the redemption, which is to gather together, ha'asfu, that the Jews should be as one group gathered together. And as attributed to many, but I heard it in the name of Rav Kook, as the temple was destroyed in sinas chinam, through baseless hatred, so it can only be rebuilt through ahavas chinam, which usually is translated as baseless love, but I think there's a little bit of a different translation which may help us actually achieve this. Ahavas chinam means free, love for free, i.e. no one has to pay me or give me anything for that love. That is to say, we have an obligation from the Torah, ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, to love our fellow Jews. Leviticus 19, vayikra yud tes, love our fellow Jews. They don't have to do anything for me. They don't owe me anything. They don't have to dress like me. They don't have to pronounce Hebrew the same as me. They don't have to actually know anything. They don't have to actually do anything to deserve that love. That love is an obligation which the Torah gives me. So maybe the correct translation of Ahavas Chinam may be love for free, i.e. no payment. So if I walk by someone and I say, and they say hello to me, Shalom Aleichem, Shabbat Shalom, Good Shabbos, Gittin Shabbos, etc., I should respond. And even if they didn't say anything to me, I should nevertheless wish them a good day, a good morning, a happy day, etc., etc., because they don't have to do anything for me in order to deserve my love. They don't have to do anything in order to buy that love. On the contrary, my obligation is ahavas chinam. And that's, I think, something we have to get over. Maybe, sometimes it goes to an extreme, you know what I mean? You walk by someone walks by and I'm not wearing the right coloured yarmulke, the right type of hair covering, the right type of shaitel, the right beard, the right coloured shirt, or whatever it happens to be. In all those situations, I'm expecting them, they have to buy the love from me by looking like me, acting like me, behaving like me, etc. They don't. The Torah says, Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love your neighbour as yourself. It doesn't say that he has to do anything to deserve that. It doesn't say that he has to buy it from me. It doesn't say that he owes me anything. And that is, I think, one of the great lessons that we have to inculcate, we have to absorb, and we have to realize on Tisha B'Av, which is ahavas chinam, that the love for a fellow Jew, which is an obligation of the Torah, does not have to be bought by that person. It's better than on sale. It is free. And that's really, I think, what Yaakov Avinu, our father Jacob, was telling us, Ha'asvu ve'agid lachem, gather together, and then you'll see the end of days. So may we merit that this be the last Tisha B'Av. In fact, may we merit that this Tisha B'Av not even happen at all. I'm recording this still a few days beforehand, so I'm still hopeful. But even if we see this on Tisha B'Av, but let us hope this is the last, and let us hope that we can actually achieve this being the last Tisha B'Av by the fact that we don't expect anything from anyone. We owe them the love. They don't owe me anything to get that love. That is how we'll rebuild the temple, and may we merit a rebuilding of the temple. May we merit the ingathering of the exiles. May we merit a complete redemption, Geula Shleima B'mheira V'yameinu Amen, speedily in our days. This is Mordechai Becher with the Gateway's Parsha vlog. Nir Eben Nechamas Tzion. May we all see the comfort of Zion.